honestly speaking, I have never been in a relationship with a man and he's told me from the beginning that he still wanted to explore options. I've never had a man just be upfront and honest about that. They've always wanted to be with me. They've always asked me to be their girlfriend. They've always wanted to be in a relationship with me. I didn't even have to necessarily push that. It was brought to me. So in those situations, all I'm saying is don't bring that to the table if that's not what you want.
Just from what I gather, there is this assumption that we're operating on the same equal footing. And that's not the case. So I'm not saying you should be like, throwing the rose petals at his feet. I'm saying that it just seems to be that most women truly don't grasp. They put us all in the same ecosystem, you a man. But men generally know, and I'm not saying he has to be like super tall or have a bunch of status or any of these things. It just blows my mind that I'm like, in most cases, the guy who elevates you, because what you said, Ty, was interesting, which again, I appreciate you being honest. So again, this is not attacking you. You settled for him energetically. You made him feasible. In that, to me, that's disrespectful. I wish, because, okay, let's take that premise. Again, this is not attacking you. Did you convey that to him? Did you tell him, you're really not my pick, my choice, but I'm willing to walk this path with you? Did you convey that to him?
He knew he wasn't.
So you saying no? You didn't tell him?
That's why we were friends.
Because he tried multiple times and she made him.
He didn't try multiple times. I feel like he knew his way to get into being close to me was being my friend first. He was, like I said, he wasn't that attractive. He was a bigger guy. He was cool. Hella cool. Great personality. You know what I mean? But not a looker.
But Ty, with respect to his question,
else saw him until I saw him.
You know why that is?
That's normal. Are you saying that you didn't communicate it? Are you saying that
again?
With respect to True's question, are you saying that you didn't tell him? You just assumed that it was.
I didn't ever tell him that you're not my top type. No, because
you treated him like it though, for sure.
Let me explain though, because by the time that I decided, when he finally did shoot his shot, right, my mindset was, why not? What could I lose from this? I could only gain from this. I didn't see it in my mind, honestly, as me settling. I saw it as this would be the best choice for me. Instead of going for somebody else who I just see as attractive, why not go for somebody who I feel actually values me, who we have a good relationship, who I feel like and trust? You know what I mean? Like, I can look past that. You starting to look attractive to me now because I like all these other things about you.
Fair. So basically what I took from what you said, right? Because I did say this, I'm not advocating that men be dishonest. I'm advocating that typically the men that are honest are the ones that would not have to wear you down to get your attention. He got your attention because you picked him off the strength of his attractive level or whatever it is he does it for you. And then you're saying, well, then tell me that you just want to do that. And I'm coming from the premise, most of the time when he is that dude, he does tell you. He don't have to play that duality of like, oh, I'm gonna pretend to be faithful. No, that's not that dude. That dude is letting you know, like, okay, this is how I'm gonna slot you. This is what's gonna go. This is how this is gonna work. But that conversation wouldn't happen with a guy that has to wear you down, or wouldn't happen with a guy that doesn't have that ability in most cases. It's not a common thing. And I'm saying that sometimes it seems like you guys are enemies of your own selfishness, your own levels of desire. You want to take the best option and minimize him. You want to put the Ferrari, you want to put a governor on the Ferrari. You want to limit the ability. And then you're saying, well, if you're in a relationship with me, you should do that yourself.
The Ferrari came to me. I didn't pick the Ferrari. I didn't go to the Ferrari. No, seriously. And I've never, honestly speaking, I have never been in a relationship with a man and he's told me from the beginning that he still wanted to explore options. I've never had a man just be upfront and honest about that. They've always wanted to be with me. They've always asked me to be their girlfriend. They've always wanted to be in a relationship with me. I didn't even have to necessarily push that. It was brought to me. So in those situations, all I'm saying is don't bring that to the table if that's not what you want. Now, I understand that some women put that out there. What do you want? What we doing? What's going on? And you have to make a decision. But even in that honesty, right, and saying, I want what we got going on right now, or I really don't want to be committed because I'm a Ferrari and I feel grooming to do.
I'm sorry, Ty, go ahead.
No, go ahead, True.
So I'll ask you this and then I'll pass the mic. Mm-hmm. Has it ever been where a dude did ask to be with you and you were like, me? Like you want me? Like you felt out of place because he wanted you?
You know what? Honestly, yes.
Okay.
Yes. In one relationship I did, because I just felt like he was way out of my league.
Thank you for being honest. Thank you for being honest. I would say most women don't. Every woman feels like she's qualified. That's, in my opinion, the problem. The fact that you're being picked is one part of it, but whom is picking you, I think, is more equally important. And the assessing word that Willie used earlier, I think is a good word. Women don't assess. They all think that they're qualified for the best of every option, which is why I'm saying if you just so happen to catch his attention in whatever season, I'm not saying he should be dishonest, but read the room, know the lay of the land, and where's the appreciation for that? And you don't ever hear it. That's why with these people who celebrities and stuff, and they be like, oh, girl, he cheated on. I'm like, you're shocked? You're surprised? It blows my mind. It's blasphemous. And I land.
I think that we ignored something that Pretty said. And it just, like alarm bells went off in my head when she said it. Men have had this bros before hoes protecting each other, like riding with each other, no matter what now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost no code. Like, you can cheat on your girl, cheat on your wife, you can do all, like they co-sign a lot of problematic things, but then we always hear something about the sisterhood as if men didn't have this for a long time. And I just don't understand that specific double standard, because why is it that men can excuse and enable other men's problematic behavior, but when women do it, it's a problem for you? I think that if you all get to have bros before hoes, we should have the sisterhood, and y'all should shut the fuck up about it. Like, I was just like, was I the only one that heard it like that? Because y'all be covering for each other, and I don't know. That just did something for me when she said that. I was like, y'all need to not ever bring up the sisterhood and feminism if you're gonna have bros before hoes and your little whatever y'all got.
But if that's what we're doing, the only people that should have that talking point are the hoes, because those are the only ones that are being put behind anything. Notice we don't see good women in the sisterhood, or wifely women, the women that we respect, that we admire. None of them are in the sisterhood. It's always the undesirable hoes or the, again, feminists that men generally don't want. So when you're saying bros before hoes, the cold part is, ask any man on this panel, would they condone their homeboy cheating on their wife? And I'll give you $100 if one of them says yes, because that shit doesn't happen. We don't condone shit like that. Now, men in white kicking it, and he like, listen, he got a girl, but it's a bitch he finna go with. He already know where I stand. It's understood, like, nigga, you might not want to fuck up what you got at home, but he a grown ass man. I'm not gonna condone it just because I don't duct tape that nigga's ankles and tell him he can't go. Like, I don't snatch his keys like he drunk and say, nah, bro, you can't go fuck that bitch. That's not what happens. None of us are up here ever probably, I would say, even in the chat, most men aren't going to condone a man cheating on his wife. And most of us aren't going to even condone a man cheating on their girlfriend, even though there's times we can understand it. We can see why they want to do it, but we don't condone it. So to say that, bros before hoes and the sisterhood should be the same, cool. If that's the stance, then the only people that need to have that are the hoes. Like, and by hoes, it's a blanket term for just undesirable women, because those are the only women we see in the sisterhood anyway.
I guess I can agree with that, but as long as we saying that only because honestly, I really don't know how y'all view sisterhood. Like, Pretty had a panel where we talked about the sisterhood and like what it meant to us. And I think that it is completely different than what y'all think. And so I can agree to that if you're saying that the only thing, I mean, the only people that are in that bros before hoes condoning and enabling problematic behavior are fuck niggas. And then the only people in the sisterhood are the hoes. Cool, great. But you can't put the sisterhood on every woman just because it sounds a way to you. Because the way we view sisterhood, not the sisterhood, but the way we view sisterhood is completely different than what y'all think.
Yeah, I think I don't think it's purposefully disingenuous, but I do think that it is. So to what Willie said, like we grown now, like bros before hoes, like we in our 30s, like we hear that with boys in their young 20s. Like I'm not here to defend bros before hoes type. If any man say that, leave him. Like get away from him, right? We don't. That's ridiculous. Like I remember being young and like covering for my homie. I would never do that. Don't even play with me and ask me to, like, bro, don't call my phone on nothing like that. I'm not covering for you. You're not about to make me into a liar. Like you just not, right? And I think what I think about when I think about the sisterhood, I think about being a girl's girl, right? I'm not a boy's boy, like at all. Like can no man look at me like and get me to condone his bullshit because he's a man. That's just never gonna happen. I disagree all day with whatever, if I disagree with it. But I don't know. It could be I think most of what we believe is perception anyway, right? My perception of the girls is that they look like normal girls. They look like, all the regular women. Like when I'm watching Pop the Balloon and then, a woman say something stupid and all the girls is like doing a little like that was stupid what you just said. So I don't know. It could just be my perception. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. But I see adult women being a part of the same. If any woman that's an adult say she's a girl's girl, she's a kid. She's immature. Like that's just I don't know. That's just what I find.
But I say that I'm a girl's girl. That's because I'm looking out for my fellow women. Like my answer to Pretty's question was literally like the sisterhood to me and being a girl's girl to me is I am looking out for and supporting women, black women specifically, and only. We just gonna just black women. Because I know what it's like to be unsupported. I know what it's like to be out in the world and